Yes, guys. This matter, so what we want to talk about, so it's going to shock you. You all know that for the past a week now or so, maybe for the past 2 weeks now, all together combined, Senator Natasha Akpabio, she have been crying out. In fact, she don't cry out. You guys remember the outburst that happened in the Senate House, right? Today now, Natasha don't come out now, come tell Nigerians what she have been passing through. Remember, she mentioned in the past that what she have been passing through, if she speak, everybody go shock. Me, myself, I don't shock today. For the first time, a married woman, a senator for that matter, cried out, said the reason why she have been passing through everything she have been passing through in the house is because Senate President Akpabio, God's will Akpabio, because say she no let am do to fagaram. Not be me talk am, una go hear am now. He said the reason why I have been tormented, I have been treated the same way, or the reason why I have been passing through the pains in the house is because I no sleep with the Senate President. Even in the presence of our own husband, this thing it shocked me. You know, say some of them go take this thing like saying a normal thing. A lot of this is happening to so many women in Nigeria. But we are coming to that to analyze it and break it for you. But I want you to listen to what Senator Natasha Akpabio have to say here. We're going to listen to her.
Many people do not know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to speak my own truth. And the Senate President is allowed to counter that. It all started on the 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates. We were all in Akpabio because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akpabio. And at first, we were at Ikot Ekpene. We were in his house in Ikot Ekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us. Just 3 of us were walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that. This designer here, he bought this from us. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room, and he said, "Do you like my house?" I said, "Of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste." He said, "Now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it." At that point, I just pulled away, and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me, and the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President, too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, "Oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel." He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, you know, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 points in Ikot Ekpene. And my husband asked me, "Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What's he telling you?" I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just kill it there, wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. When we laid in bed, I lay to my right, and my husband wrapped his arms around me, and he said, "My love, you know you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you?" Again, I was like, "Don't you believe me?" I said, "Nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy." Then my husband told me, He doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone, and I should not go to the Senate President's house because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, you know, after office to like get approvals and all that. So I told him, okay, no problems. That was it. I thought that was going to be the end. But then, in February, I wanted to move a motion. I wanted to move a motion for the investigation on the ills of a corrupt practice in Ajakuta Steel Company. I listed that motion 5 times. It was the 6th time that it was listed on the order paper that was approved. Many senators can testify to that. Each time the motion is listed, just before he takes it, he will say, oh, Senator Natasha, we can't take this motion because the board of the Senate does not accommodate it. Or he will speak on others and then let it drag so that just before my motion is taken, the time will be well spent. So he kept on doing that. I went to him in his office. And I said, Senate President, you know how important this Ajakuta Steel Company to me is. You know how important it is to my people and to Nigerians. I've noticed that you have stepped down this motion. As a matter of fact, a number of senators told me, go and see him and plead with him so that he would take it. I was like, sir, please, why can't you take this motion? It's very important. It's been listed. Then it was listed the 3rd time and stepped down. He then said, Natasha, I'm the chief presiding officer of the Senate. You can enjoy a whole lot if you take care of me and make me happy. At that point, I said, sir, I'll pretend that I didn't hear this. He said, well, the ball is in your court. I left his office, and when I got home, I told my husband, I didn't tell my husband what happened. I just told my husband, please, can you speak to the Senate President to allow my motion scale through? I think I also spoke to the DSP, to the leader, Senator Pemi. I spoke to a number of senators that they should please intervene and allow him to laugh. I never told them what happened. My husband had to take a trip to London. Then the Senate President traveled to London. My husband met with the Senate President in London and pleaded with him. Let my wife take this motion on Ajakuta. That is very important to her.
Okay. All right, Senator Natasha.
He said, okay, that he did not take it because he was protecting me. Hold on, please. He didn't take it because he was protecting me. Protecting me from what? Anyway, at the time my demotion was taken, it was the Deputy Senate President, His Excellency Barao, that actually sat. The Senate President stood up and walked out. So it was Senator Barao that actually took it.
All right, Senator Natasha.
And from there, many other incidents happened.
Yes, Senator
Let's
Natasha.
talk about the nightclub.
Yes.
Hold on, let's talk about the nightclub incident.
Professor Kila is going to ask you a question. I'm so sorry to have to interject here. But I just want to mention that, and I'm glad you gave the caveat at the beginning of your statement, that this is your side of the story, and the Senate President has the right to defend himself or to counter what happened between you privately. So what I assume, or for what you're saying, is that what happened last week Thursday began from a private conversation, and then you have felt like you've been maligned as a result of you not agreeing to certain propositions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what
has happened? You know the story of when a student keeps being failed.
Yes.
Please, let me say this, Ayo. You know the situation we see in universities whereby a student is continuously being failed just because she has not slept with the lecturer. That's what I've been facing, in simple terms.
Thank you. Professor Kila.
That is what I have been going through.
Thank you very much,
And
Professor Kila.
Now, moving to, should I speak about the nightclub incident?
No, that's okay. Professor Kila will come in now.
Unahira, listen, guys. You know, say a lot is going on in Nigeria. Corruption, satanism, and all. Yes, we'll be saying all this. A lot is going on in Nigeria. Listen, in case you're not aware, and though we never hear from the Senate President, you need to come to national TV to also debunk this whole thing. According to Natasha now, she they tell us now, say, simple terms. The same way students no sleep with teacher or lecturer, they go they fail them. Now waiting at the pass through for the house. Now be these simple things. It's now up to you to digest it on your own. A grown-up woman like this, a married woman, because say she fine, or I don't understand, allegedly, Senator Akpabio, the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, they make life difficult for her because say she not open for him. Don't be me talking. You hear him just now. When we talk about corruption in Nigeria, some of you fight us. Some of you insult us. That what do we know? We don't have right to talk to your leader, your satanic leader. We don't have right to question them. We don't have right to demonstrate our constitutional rights. Now, what can we tell us with that now? Thank God say, not be Mr. NAIJA what they talk now. Now, the Senator Natasha Akpabio, now she by herself come to national TV now, Arise TV, to tell you and I what she have been passing through since where she entered that house. There are so many other people. It's just like in Nigeria, there are a lot of girls who are facing, you know, who are victims of rape. Fear not to let them come out, may they speak. You know why? If they speak, either they will be stigmatized, or for them to find a husband or a life partner will become a problem for them. So a lot of them decide to live with it. For senator now to come out to national TV to say, because they are not open for them, now make life the difficult for me for inside the house. You know what that means. We are not even talking about corruption, or should we classify that as corruption as well? Because I may not understand what I want to call this area, or this one where they're not open, so, and corruption. Which one? I want to categorize both of them. I'm not too sure. But I want you guys to let me know, because we are coming back later on by 7 p.m. Nigerian time on NAIJA Watch Media to extensively analyze this whole thing by wonderful panelists. When I see what they pass through for Nigeria, I tell them, I say, it go reach everybody body. Go reach everybody body one by one, one by one, one by one. You there abroad, you there Nigeria, Nigeria in diaspora, or you rich, or you poor, you be average. Everybody go here. Now, not the air generator, they make noise now for my house. Generator don't tear my head. As they talk to me, so in fact, I get headache. Generator everywhere. Me, now solar, me on solar. But neighbor on generator, not be the same thing. Their generator will affect me. You want solar, you know, on solar. The whole country is bala blue. Where allegedly Senate president, they carry the thing, then they pursue and they go, open arm, pursue, open arm, pursue, open. What did you say make she open for you, by the way? A married woman. Once you are married, you are only allowed to open it for just one man. You say no. She must open it, open it, open it, open. What do you want her to open? Eh? Akpabio, allegedly, I said they talk about, although coming from the horse's mouth, you still need to come out and speak to us. No pride on this. I know all your satanic supporters go, they go come and rage on. No, when Akpabio hold his hand, when he tell him, say, when he do this, you now be saying what he wanted to do or what he wanted to say. Look where we are today. We are not going anywhere except we start speaking truth to power. We are not going anywhere. I'll see you guys later on, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Press on the like button, help us to share NAIJA Watch Media. Take care and bye for now.